We are outside. We live this Sunday at 8 p.m. We live with Ayo Frankie. Come stop by. Come pull up. It's going to be a good time.
We interrupt this YouTube video to bring you another weekly episode of Articulated Ninjas Action Figure News.
It might be 10 p.m. Do you know where your action figures are? What is going on, everybody? Articulated Ninja here, and let's go over some of the most recent 6 to 7 inch scale action figure news from like the last week or so. And of course, we are on the Find My Figures Instagram page. This is my wife's page. She runs it with our girlfriend.
How can I be homophobic?
Follow the Instagram page to stay up to date with action figure news. Just scan that little barcode in the corner of the screen right now. Scan it with your phone. It'll take you straight to the news page. Also, link in the description below. But first, let's talk about some of this third-party stuff, right? And by third-party, I just mean not the domestic brands that we're used to, Mattel, Hasbro, McFarlane. InArt, man. Shout out to Laser Pants, aka the Potato Daddy himself, man. Thank you so much for taking such amazing damn photos. This is crazy. This is miniature. This looks like miniature Hot Toys. I cannot wait for anyone to get these InArt figures in hand because they just look absolutely gorgeous, man. I cannot look at this. Look at the dog. This just looks amazing. Like I said, I'm very interested to see how InArt affects the game, changes the game. But as you guys can see right here, a lot of these shots just look absolutely beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful, especially this whole Arkham Knight series. I think I would be all in for this Arkham Knight series, assuming that these figures are not going to be super expensive. Shout out to Smudge. He said, who is this gray female? This is the Selena Kyle from the Batman Begins trilogy, or Christian Bale Batman. I'm sure somebody answered. Yep, Catwoman from the Dark Knight Rises. Said it better than me. Said it better than me. I'm super excited. I cannot wait to see what InArt actually does, or what it feels like in hand. And as you guys see, we have so much stuff to look at here. So much stuff. Snail Shell also showed off their Garu. The MSRP is $74. The ETA is Q1 of 2026. And if you want a nice dark-skinned, thicky little tiger girl, I don't think you're going to get much better than this, especially with the alternate options. You guys can see right here. That's a pretty nice alternate option. So if you're into this type of stuff, I think this looks absolutely beautiful. The photography, the toy photography here to me is really, really good. Whoever did this, they definitely nailed it. I think this stuff looks great. I love everything that she comes with. I like the different hands, the faces. I don't see here, though, I don't see that interchangeable upper body piece. Maybe that's an exclusive thing. But if we're looking at, oh no, this looks like it's a two-piece. So this might, the red garb might actually just come off, or the sash. Yeah, that actually might come off with the rope and everything. So that's probably how that works. This looks cool. A little bit out of my wheelhouse, but thickness and curves on plastic action figures, I will never say no to, because my entire childhood, every woman was built like a surfboard. So I'm very happy now that they're throwing curves on some of these female characters. Also, speaking of third party, Nada Collections did release images of their upcoming middle-aged Nada Man, or Noda Man. This looks cool. I love this a lot, man. Bodies come in all different shapes and sizes. I think this is awesome. The detail, the sculpting, you already know we're going to get good articulation because of the company. But I like this, man. I like this a lot because he looks like he's built strong. Like when I picture the Ford truck commercials and it's just like built tough. And yeah, this guy is definitely built tough. I love this. No, that the face doesn't matter. Everybody's just gonna pop the head off anyway and use this as a custom build. But I think this body type is definitely needed amongst the customizing community. Definitely needed. Also, Cesare did show off more shots of their upcoming wave, and everything in here looks beautiful, from the females that are now up for pre-order on sites like 5K to this giant ass lizard. I think he's absolutely beautiful. I love the soldiers here. I love the bear head that it comes with. Like, everything here looks beautiful, man. Look at this. So this looks like this will be their upcoming wave. I love the way this looks, man. I am all in for all of this, absolutely all of this, especially this medieval looking Killer Croc. Look at his armor, his forearm armor. It literally has a pharaoh's head on it. This is dope. I love this. I love the design. It makes me say to myself, like I said, even if you don't want it to be a part of the whole Cesare series, you have a beautiful looking Killer Croc here for sure. Okay, we got a lot of domestic stuff to go over as far as the brands that everybody knows and loves. But first off, I want to say shout out to Mad Hatter, man. He knows I be glazing. He knows I got nothing but love and support for him. And he did show off the Flipper Wave 2 reveal, which is the Hound of Tarjay. This is clever. This is super clever. Don't say you don't recognize this ball right here. Everybody knows that ball. So this, to me, this is beautiful. I'm 100% all in on this. I supported the first one around, but this Hound of Tarjay will 100%. This guy will have to get a review on my channel for sure. I love the design. The artwork is beautiful. Cannot wait to see this translated into action figure form. And then we also had Ramentoy at SDCC showing off his shots of the Musk. Now this is just a basic set right here. This looks absolutely beautiful. Once again, the colors are not finalized, nothing like that, but look at the size of this thing. He's not a little guy. I mean, if you consider him to be a little guy, then I'm a little guy. This is still bigger than some people's apartments in New York City right now. Like, this thing is huge. This is absolutely big. I cannot wait to get this in hand and just show you guys what it's like. I'm really hoping I could get the Super Musk in hand to show you guys what it's like. But man, this thing is absolutely beautiful. And let's just start it off with Mephisto. Mephisto. This is the Marvel Legends series. And of course, they're allowed to say one thing and then do another thing. They're allowed to say, hey, you'll never get it like this. But, you know, the wordplay would be clever and, you know, BS. And they'll give it to us in another way. So that was a few years ago that everything happened with the Engine of Greed. And now we are getting this. The MSRP on this is $79.99. ETA is July of 2026. This is made to order over on Hasbro Pulse. And I'm sure available in a ton of other places as well, too. This looks nice. It looks very nice. I have no issues with how this looks. Do I think that a figure with a throne is worth $79.99? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I'm not here to talk about the price. Mephisto is now available with his throne. They said that this will be the first of a throne series, which I am excited about. Not excited about that price at all, especially considering what if someone's throne happens to be a little bit bigger than this, because it's not even tall. You guys can see right there. So if someone's throne is a little bit bigger than this, are we looking at more than $79 and $99 for the throne series, or, you know, selective thrones in that series? Don't know, not sure. Who knows what the future holds? We know it's Hasbro, so they can say one thing today and it probably means nothing. They will do another thing tomorrow. Also, sticking with the Hasbro train, they did show off some more of their X-Men 97 stuff, and I think it looks cool. I'm not one of these guys that's gonna be like a stickler and be like, oh, you know, his little curl right here isn't long enough. No, I'm not looking at it, and I'm not looking into it as far as that much detail. I'm not doing that. I just say, hey, does this look cool? Does it not? Emma Frost was the first one to sell out on Big Bad Toy Store. She's already sold out, which no surprise there at all. And it seems like, since so many people do like this show, I still have not given this show a proper chance. But so many people love the show. I'm sure it is good, and it seems like a lot of people are happy about these. They say that it's pretty accurate, so I'm excited about that. Of course, it's all based off of the new X-Men 97 cartoon series, so I don't have a lot of the complaints as far as how they look. It's all based off of that show, you know. Of course, I wish Emma's chest was bigger and things like that, but if it's not in the show, hey, this is pretty accurate. As well as they had some of the stuff on display. They're doing 2-packs, and this was one of the first 2-packs with Cyclops and Jean Grey. I think this looks cool. I don't know how much reuse is here. It is Hasbro, so of course, without a doubt, there is definitely reuse. It's always just a matter of how much reuse is actually being reused, right? Because it is Hasbro. This Rogue and Gambit 2-pack was very interesting to me, mainly because this is basically the same exact body from their starting lineup basketball series. Yes, the basketball series that wound up at Ollie's. So if it looks weird to you, like, look at this ab crunch. This is, oh my god, that is horrible.
Jesus Christ.
If it looks strange too, it's because this is not the Marvel Legends typical aesthetic or design as far as engineering goes. This is for the starting lineup. Good way for them to reuse the mold, I'm not even gonna lie, but I kind of don't only want these two playing sports. I hope we get some other people playing sports. That would incentivize me to want this. If we got some other players, you know, can we get Cyclops and Logan and all these other characters also playing sports as well? I'm not gonna beat this up too much. I think it was unique. It was definitely a unique take, and they got to reuse the body, so that's pretty cool. And then they did show off this Storm with Wolverine, and this Storm does look like an updated version from the last one that we got that was similar to this. I like the way her face sculpts look, but nothing here really too impressive to me. But I do think this brown suit Wolverine, I think it looks really good. I think a lot of people will probably be happy with this. And of course, when it comes to Hasbro, I mean, G.I. Joe Classified is destroying like every department of Hasbro, Legends, every department. And this was no different here, no different at all. Shout out to Laser Pants for posting these on the 3POA page. He was sitting in at the panel, and I think a lot of this stuff looks really nice. Like this looks nice. I like the sandbags. The sandbags look similar to Duarte Studios sandbags. He was the first person I seen really put out sandbags for 1/12 scale. It looks like they're doing it here. They don't look bad. Don't look bad at all. I'm excited for a lot of these figures that they showed off. I love to get animals. This giant ass scorpion is awesome. Takes me back to the G.I. Joe Sigma 6 days. I know that cartoon and that toy line was not well received, but I liked it. I did like it. It had a ton of different animals in it. I loved it. So they showed off a lot of render shots. I'm sorry if a lot of this is low quality. Like I said, Laser Pants took this live while he was sitting there. You were watching the wrong news, man. If you want me to be like, hey, that's not the right orange or this, nah, I just look at it and I say, does this look like a cool character? Is it associated with the original? How much inspiration did they take? Did they try to modernize it? I just look at stuff like that, and if it looks cool to me, I'm definitely gonna say it looks cool, even if the stuff I know I'm not interested in. Like this guy looks nice to me, but unless you want some green futuristic type of soldiers, definitely not for me. I'm not interested in it, but I love the way the helmet looks, like the design of it. I look at things from the design aspect, and I think a lot of this stuff does look cool. This glow-in-the-dark wolf is awesome, not just for this set, but I think maybe I have a whole Native American shelf. So as far as a wolf that came back, a spirit animal that came back, a god, a deity, I think that this wolf would be awesome. Same with the snake and everything here. I think this will be one of their coolest deluxe figures, because this head can actually go on an action figure. As you guys can see it right there, the heads can actually swap with the snake and the wolf. Comes with a lot of accessories. Sure, of course, this is a deluxe figure, so I'm definitely looking forward to getting this. And even if you don't want it to be for G.I. Joe, look at these translucent type of glow effects, and these pieces all great for Green Lantern or whatever aura type of effects you want to plug this into, or Doctor Strange. It goes well with so many universes. They also showed off their next Trooper pack, their 2-pack, and I think this looks really, really nice. I like it, man. I like it. I like the shots. Their photographer normally does a really great job at all of this stuff. I think this is awesome. One of the most excited things, as far as I've seen get a very positive feedback, is this Cobra La figure. I think she looks awesome. A lot of these figures in a display case, it just really gets brought to life. They're definitely killing it, man. Look at this full samurai armor. If you have a stand, you could just place it on a stand and basically get a fully kitted samurai. Like, that looks absolutely beautiful to me. Great job and great stuff coming from that team over there, man. She looks awesome. I'm not keeping her in my classified display at all. She's probably gonna wind up in my vampire display, because she looks like a queen vampire or something like that. She looks awesome. I always say, man, take it and make it what you want it to be. Forget what the companies tell you it gotta be. Have some imagination. We're adults playing with toys. So taking a step away from Hasbro really quick, SH Figure Arts also recently revealed their Toji. We are finally getting a Toji, man. I am so excited for this. I am going to pre-order multiple. His body alone can be used for so many things. Bruce Lee, any martial artist, basically. Like, I just love this body. And you guys can see right here, they're also selling this rock display base. As you guys can see, the display base is something unique and separate from itself. But look at these shots of Toji. I have a lot of the other JJK figures. The articulation is great. The design is great. I love it. I'm sure he will be no different. How many action figures do we get that can actually stretch like this? Yeah, not many at all. So his butterfly joints have to be on point. I love his wind flowing hair. That looks really nice. He comes with that awakened Gojo faceplate as well. You guys can see it right there. Everything here looks absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait. I already know I'm not going to be a fan of his price, but this Toji looks absolutely beautiful. You guys will 100% see him on the channel. And pre-orders for him go up August 1st and the ETA is January. Jumping right back to SH Figure Arts, they did show off Glorio. I don't know, I'm not sure, never seen this character. This is from the Daima series. I did not watch Dragon Ball Daima. The pre-orders will be open July 18th, ETA March 2026. Like I said, not a fan of this character or not a fan of this show. I have not watched it. Doesn't look bad though, got a lot of Dragon Ball Z vibes and aesthetics going with it, so I definitely think it fits in with the rest of their Daima series line. Also, jumping into something that I am extremely excited about, Jada Toys. Jada Toys, they did show off, finally, we're going to get that Player 2 version of Cammy. She's going to be in a silver outfit. I'm not the biggest fan of that. They did show off their entire new wave, which will be Akuma, Balrog, and E Honda. They also did show off that they are doing Street Fighter Alpha 3, which, to be honest, to me is such a missed opportunity, because Storm Arena is already giving us the alpha look. And, you know, from the Alpha series, I wish they would have went to something else, something a little bit more modern, one of the most recent Street Fighter games or something, because based on what I saw with Storm Arena, I really don't think that Jada Toys is going to be able to compete with that same exact character design. I wish they could do some other things, but we can see right here, just look at the arms, they are updating. So this is the old engineering on this Ryu right here. This looks a little bit more import style, to be honest. Similar to the Storm Arena, there is no toe hinge on the older Street Fighter 2. There was clearly a toe hinge, so they are stepping it up. They do realize over time that they got to step it up, and clearly I'm sure they acknowledge what Storm Arena is doing. I'm sure this figure will be really nice. Everything Jada Toys is really nice. But as far as Street Fighter is concerned, Storm Arena has it on lock for me, but the areas that Jada Toys does win in is as far as how quickly they get them out and how many characters they get out. So I'm still going to be looking forward to a lot of what Jada Toys is doing because of, like I said, how quickly and the character selection. They may do more characters than Storm Arena in total. And this is what I'm saying, even them showing off this picture right here, clearly they're going to give us characters that maybe isn't even on the table as far as considered for Storm Arena. That's where this comes into play. That's where they can still do good at. We have some of the Psycho dolls here. I hope Jada Toys, that's where they can shine and still compete with Storm Arena, because I don't think they're going to beat them overall in price and quality, but as far as character selection, how quickly they can get them out, the amount of characters they can do, Jada Toys can still win in those areas. So I hope that we get some of these different or unique types of looking characters. Like, they could have shown a lot of different pictures, right? Why show this? Why show this? This is on their official page. Why show these characters that are not the mainstays? You know what I'm saying? A little bit more obscure. Why show this? Hopefully we get these types of different characters from Jada Toys, because I'm pretty sure they will sell. But what everybody was really saying Jada Toys' name for, Jada Toys was the talk of the town, man, because we are finally getting in figures. We are finally getting it. It's like I'm not allowed to say the name. I just keep getting cut off. But oh my god, I'm super, like I said, the images are bad because this is all from their panel, but then they did have a lot of them on display. And this looks, I cannot wait. I'm in for every single one. To me, these are the areas that Jada Toys actually does win in. Don't try to compete with Storm Arena. They already beat you when it came to Alpha 2. I wouldn't even play ball in that part. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to play on that basketball court with Storm Arena. But here, no one is going to give us these figures at such a low price with great quality overall. No other company is going to be able to do it the way that they're going to do it. And just taking a look at what we see right here, it does look like that the articulation will be updated, because this is the same joint, literally the same joint that we just saw with that Alpha Ryu. So it looks like they are starting to update engineering and articulation and use some new parts and pieces overall. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for this. This looks absolutely beautiful, man. I'm in for every single one. Every single, and I'm in there. I'm in there for sure. Jada Toys also did show off some of their cyberpunk stuff, and a part of them showing that off was this Atom Smasher. Oh my god, he looks beautiful, gorgeous, 100% getting him without a doubt. And aside from Jada Toys, another big talk of the town was Mezco. Mezco finally showed off their incredible Hulk, man, and I think he looks okay. Head does kind of look a little bit big, but I feel that way for a lot of Mezco figures. I feel like the heads are just a little bit too big. But as far as detail, accessories, Mezco normally wins in every other area, right? There are premium figures, right? So, and to me, looking at a lot of these shots and a lot of the things that they showed off, they're Heath Ledger Joker, and this might be one of the best Jokers to ever exist. We already have an expectation of quality from this company, as well as the Batman the animated series. I love the way this looks, man. They kept his feet tiny. It still looks like it's from the show, to be honest. It does. Look at this Joker, and he has the pie in there. I can only imagine the accessories that these are going to come with, but this looks absolutely awesome. Cannot wait to see more shots, more reveals for these figures. And shout out to Mad Hatter for posting these photos. This is the Mezco turtles right here, and I almost missed this, but they look really good. Once again, I always say that the heads look kind of big to me, but overall this looks really nice. This may be the best movie looking turtles as far as from the 90s movie that we're probably ever going to get, because I'm pretty sure they're going to beat NECA in overall articulation and detail and sculpt work. They probably are going to beat them. So this looks really good. Cannot wait to see more images. Cannot wait to see the accessories they come with, because normally Mezco are the accessory kings when it comes to their figures. Kind of jumping around because there's just so much to look at, but one of the things that everybody got the most hype for was Mezco revealing their Red Hood, and this easily looks like the best Red Hood to ever exist. And I mean everything from the jacket to the emblem on the chest to the helmet. This Red Hood looks absolutely awesome. I cannot wait to get him into my collection. I really like this stuff. I really love what a lot of these companies are doing. I love the options that we get. It's not beneficial or helping anybody's wallet, 100% it's not, but everything else looks amazing. I love the bootstraps, the design, everything here. There's so many different renditions of Red Hood. I love that they went with this one. Mezco killed it at San Diego Comic-Con. Amazing Yamaguchi did show off their Ryu Hayabusa from the Ninja Gaiden 4 game, so the design should be different. The body and the build, everything should be different about this one compared to their last one. So if you're interested in that, they teased that's on the way. And Mafex did show off their Iceman. Now I know that this is a fan favorite. A lot of people wanted this. I'm not gonna lie, I really like the way this looks. I love the translucent plastic that they used, and I like that we can still see the joints and everything on the inside, because it just creates it looks kind of square, kind of diamondy, but not too much. I like how this looks. I love all the ice effects. I'm a big fan of My Hero Academia, so I could take any of these ice effects and also use them for my Todoroki. I love that he comes with different types of head sculpts, blast effects, hand charges, everything here. It looks like they went all out. I cannot wait to get this. And the MSRP is $97, which I'm surprised about, because some of their other figures that had less accessories costed more than this Iceman. So though I wish it was cheaper, I don't think for this company that $97 is breaking the bank. If you're a collector of this company already, the ETA is May of 2026 for this Iceman. And it says comic variant too. I didn't even realize that. So overall, I think they did a really good job. I'm not going to complain here about certain joints or anything like that. No, I'm happy that they're finally giving us Iceman with decent accessories, especially the ice slide. I've seen a lot of mixed people feel mixed ways about this Mafex Punisher. This is once again another comic version. And I mean, if the face isn't for you, it is what it is. The body looks old school, and you can always swap the head, but I think it is accurate to what it's supposed to look like. I don't know exactly what artists or artwork this is really based off of, but I still think it looks very accurate to just some of the old school Punisher comics that I used to see as a kid. So if this is something that you've been waiting for, his MSRP is going to be the same, $97, ETA June 2026. And that's why I say don't really look for consistency when it comes to these companies, because look at what he comes with here. There's no way someone's going to convince me here that this is the same amount of plastic or more detail or ingenuity than Iceman's ice slide, his ice effects on his hands, his ice beam. It seems like there's so much more that comes with Iceman, but the prices are the same. And if there's anything that I ask for any company, it's just to keep consistent. Just stay consistent with your pricing, man. Whether it's high, whether it's low, just stay consistent. But what really excited me the most out of anything Mafex that I saw this weekend was this Venom. That easily will be one of the best Eddie Brock head sculpts that we've ever gotten in this scale. This Eddie Brock looks amazing, aka Venom. But this is the movie version, obviously, but he looks big. He looks bigger than the SH Figure Arts one. I cannot wait to compare him to that one. I love that this one has just the black look. It's not blue at all. Look at all the effects that he comes with. So we have a symbiote shield, symbiote tendrils. We have these two axes. We also have this giant ass spear, and we have these two that prong into his back. This is awesome, absolutely beautiful. But once again, it is Mafex. You're talking about import figures from a company like that. They're saying that the MSRP is $134 and the ETA is December of 2025. This guy will definitely be seen on my channel for sure, because I just want to see, I'm interested to see how he stacks up to some of these other Venoms that we've gotten from other companies. But comment down below, let me know what you think about this Venom, and if it will be better than the Marvel Legends and the SH Figure Arts. From what I remember, it is more expensive, so should it be? I definitely think it should be better than those. And McFarlane, of course, had a ton of reveals, a ton of Batman, a ton of Superman, as well as some new Mortal Kombat reveals. And as you guys can see here, I'm not a fan of McFarlane's scale. Normally, I only mess with his deluxe size figures, but I do think a lot of this Kingdom Come stuff that he's doing looks really nice. This is a really nice shot of Beast Boy as well. So I save money because he's a little bit too big for me. He's out of my scale, you know. But just because I may not be picking it up does not mean that I can't look at it and say, hey, I still think this looks cool. That Batman looks cool to me in gold, as well as some of the newer Mortal Kombat figures that he revealed this weekend. And Buzzmod also did show off their Lucy and Rebecca. We've seen Lucy before. I think this is our first look at this Rebecca, and I think she looks absolutely awesome. And for those that don't know, you got to watch the show to know, but Rebecca is not really a little ass girl. No, she's grown. She's a grown ass woman. But I think she looks really nice here. She's basically she's always, I think, a few years older than David for the most part. So Rebecca's grown, man, but I love the fact that they did not go with a grown approach here. Ripped straight off of the screen. I like that they're doing a young David because, as you know, Jada Toys gave us an older David. So I like that they're, based on the image right here, it better be young David. I like that they're giving us a young David, Rebecca, and Lucy. They can give us the older versions later, but this is Buzzmod, so that price tag that will be associated with them will easily be over $100, more than likely around 130, 140, which to me is a little steep and up there. But if you want these types of high-end premium action figures and you don't want to go with Jada Toys or some of these other companies, you're looking for more accuracy, more detail, more sculpting, this might be one of your only options, man. So, and you guys can see Lucy right here, which they're saying is 12,000 yen, I believe. And maybe I'm wrong, but I think that converts to around $80, which isn't bad. But like I said, maybe I'm wrong. More information to be announced. I'm sure that my ladies will be posting more because they love the Cyberpunk franchise in general. And I like the Jada Toys one, but I wasn't a fan of Lucy's face, where this one looks like she's pulled directly off of the screen as far as her face sculpt is concerned. And it should be. This thing is like 5 times more expensive than the Jada Toys one. There should be a higher level of accuracy here. 4 Horsemen did have a lot of their stuff on display at San Diego, and to me it looks absolutely beautiful. I love the Vikings, I love the looks. This is just gorgeous. Once again, it is 4 Horsemen, so I kind of expect nothing less from them when it comes to paint apps and detail. Now, especially since they're stepping up their articulation, I can only imagine what we're going to get from them in the future. And also shout out to Lago Figs on Instagram, man. He's been posting some really great updates as far as everything San Diego Comic-Con is concerned. And he showed this video of NECA's display of their Teenage Mutant and Ninja Turtles. I think this looks awesome, man. I think those foot soldiers look awesome. Everything looks like it was pulled straight off of the scene. But yes, people's wallets are in pain. My wallet including is just in pain. Look at this. Look at these colorways. This black and this red is awesome, man. That shit looks beautiful. As well as all these last Ronin turtles. It's just something unique, something different. Here are some more turtles. NECA is just, at this point, they should probably just rename their company, because the amount of turtle product that they put out is absolutely crazy. They also showed off their Beetlejuice display, which had a few new items in it as well. A lot of this stuff I don't know the names to, and I'm not even going to try to pretend to. I just want to show you guys a lot of the new stuff and a lot of these displays from San Diego Comic-Con, because in my opinion, San Diego still has a bigger audience and still has more reveals and everything, even bigger than New York Comic-Con still. New York Comic-Con still, in my opinion, has yet to catch up to San Diego. I feel like a lot of companies bring more heat to San Diego than they do New York. But this is really nice. Look at these monster series. Like, this is that's awesome, man. That is so cool. More movie turtles with unique accessories this time. There's just so many nice things, man, going back into their archives. That big bird definitely looks big. Definite. Look how huge he is compared to everyone else. Everybody is loving these Sesame Street action figures as well, so I've seen so many people get happy about those. And jumping over to NECA real quick, they did show some updated photos and some new reveals. I think a lot of this looks cool, man. This is the ultimate body count Casey Jones. To me, this looks cool. If you're into this type of comic booky type of look and the whole comic book aesthetic with the colors and everything, drawing style, and then hey, this should be right up your alley. They showed off quite a lot. This is the Karai, and I think she looks really cool. Like I said, if you're into this type of stuff, I don't think anybody's really gonna do it better or give you as many options as NECA. And then of course we have to have the last Ronin Night Watcher, and I have some of the last Ronin figures. I do think the last Ronin figures are really nice. So I recently opened up one a few days ago, which was my old lady April, and I thought she was awesome. So it's nice to see them going so in depth with this line. I think the last Ronin story in general has a very bright future for the Turtles franchise and for NECA especially. But I just pick and I choose what I want to look at. I am not the #1 news source, and I don't claim to be. I just want to show you guys what piqued my interest and got me excited, what I really found to be nice and interesting or looked really cool. Go follow the Find My Figures page on Instagram, because those beautiful women are posting every single day, and they post a lot of stuff that I don't even look twice at. I might think looks cool, but maybe I don't think it looks cool enough to mention in a video, or it's just not really my thing, like some McFarlane stuff. But go check them out on Instagram. This way you don't have to deal with me cherry picking or just looking at what I'm interested in. You guys get to see everything that you're interested in yourselves. Go check them out over on Instagram. Link in the description below. Just scan the little barcode in the corner. So y'all know when I do find something nice, we do the cosplay weather girl of the week. Okay, so let me say I did not see the Fantastic Four movie yet, but if it looks anywhere near as good as Juliette Michel's cosplay of the female Silver Surfer, then I am definitely missing out. I gotta get to the theaters. I gotta check it out. I was not a fan of how it looked in the movie. If it looked a little bit more like this, I probably would have been there on opening night. But check out Juliette Michel. The Cosplay Weather Girl Award of the Week goes to her for this amazing body art, body paint, body cosplay. I don't know what to call it. I just know that it looks nice. And if you made it to the end of this long ass news video, please comment down below that you made it to the end so I can say thank you. Shout out to all of my channel members. Let me know in the comments below what you liked, what you didn't like, what you're excited for. And remember, we are live this Sunday at 8 p.m. with Ayo Frankie. It's always a good time. Pull up if you're free. Thank you for tuning in to another weekly episode of
Articulated Ninjas Action Figure News.
It might be 10 p.m. Do you know where your action figures are?